Yo, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Russ back again with another video. Going to be talking today about the Clone Wars movie that came out in 2008 that actually came out prior to the Clone Wars TV series that is obviously so beloved now and over the years has just become one of the best pieces of Star Wars media, period. But before all that, there was this movie that was received very, I would say, lukewarm. Now, a lot of people really don't talk about this movie. They watched it once and wrote it off. This is my second time watching this movie, and me and my dad are actually going to go through the Clone Wars. I watched it once. He wanted to check it out, so I figured let's watch it through again. And he wanted to start from the beginning. I told him I started with the movie. Ergo, why we check this movie out. So this is my second time watching it, and I gotta say, overall, I actually really like this movie. I think it's just a harmless Star Wars movie. You know, overall, with all the great stuff we've gotten recently, I think that this movie came out in a time where people were a tiny bit indifferent about Star Wars. I mean, this came out in 2008. This was only a few years removed from the prequels, and, you know, still a lot of people didn't love the prequels, even though I grew up with them and I loved them, and I will watch anything Star Wars any day of the goddamn week. A lot of people, I think, were still feeling the after effects of Star Wars and really weren't into something like this. That's just my guess. I could be wrong. There's probably a bunch of people that went in open-minded and just didn't find it that interesting, which I can get. I think this movie is a product of its time. It is between everything. You know, it's the kind of the in-betweener, the stepchild of everything. It ain't a great movie, so when you compare it to Episode 3 that is now loved, which was the most I guess, recent Star Wars movie to come out before this movie did, and then the Clone Wars, which happened a few years after that, and even the first few years of that, people were unsure of that series until it really found its legs in the third, fourth, and, you know, finishing the seasons with, again, some of the best Star Wars content you're ever going to get. So, I think this movie gets a bad rap. I think it's solid. I don't think it's anything great. It's not something I'm going to, you know, get in my head and be like, oh, I got to watch that right now. But I do think it's harmless. I do think it's fun. And if you've never seen it, I definitely do recommend checking it out if you are a Star Wars fan. And I 100% recommend watching it if you are going to watch the Clone Wars series, which I definitely recommend you do. Amazing show. And I think the beginning of it, just where it starts and the fact that it gets better and better makes the show great. Because you see a lot of, you know, great shows just fucking peak in the first season because they blow their load with their ideas and stuff like that. But when it's set in Star Wars, that's the beautiful thing, is you can start slow and finish big, which unfortunately is not really what the sequel trilogy did, but Clone Wars did it tremendously well. You look at the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars and this movie, and it's such an insane comparison. So, you know, at the end of the day, my verdict basically is I recommend this movie no matter what, just to check it out because I think it's fun. Is it a rewatcher? No. But I 100% recommend watching it, or basically say you have to watch it if you are going to watch the Clone Wars series because, again, it leads in very well, and I think it is overall an interesting story right before the Clone Wars. So that's going to be it for the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, I'm out. Peace.